He opened a box of dehydrated feces. He added water to soak them until soft. Then he transformed the workspace into a greenhouse. He spread a thick layer of soil. Finally, he fertilized the soil and planted the seeds, but the plot covered a full 126 square meters. Growing crops required a huge amount of water. For Mark, who was stranded on Mars, this was almost impossible to obtain. Mark thought about it all night. Eventually, he found a solution. He took a barrel of the spacecraft's reserve fuel. Mark used the rare metal iridium as a catalyst. He separated nitrogen and hydrogen. As long as he ignited the hydrogen with a wire, water could be produced. He cheered with joy, but an accident occurred. It turned out that his breathing altered the oxygen concentration.
Because I'm stupid.
The second time, he put on his helmet. The ignition was successful. After one night, the plastic sheets were covered with water droplets. The water problem was solved. Only 2 weeks later, the potatoes he planted began to sprout. Mark finally relaxed. He cleaned the solar panels. Then he traveled across the Martian surface for 15 days. He found the Mars probe launched many years earlier. Using this machine, he was able to send photos back to Earth. His teammates finally learned that he was still alive. Everyone was filled with guilt, but Mark did not blame them. He broadcast live the miracles he created on Mars. He was happy every day, but another accident soon happened. A hole in the airlock caused a massive explosion. Mark sealed his helmet with tape. This saved his life, but the potatoes were instantly frozen to death. Mark recalculated his food supply. These potatoes would last only 600 days, but NASA's resupply plan was scheduled for 800 days later. Mark was very sad, but he did not give up on life. He completed various experiments on behalf of his teammates. This inspired the team.
He's finishing the mission.
They soon devised a second rescue plan. On the 461st day on Mars, he left the base. He headed toward the designated launch site. After 77 days, Mark safely arrived at the designated location. He removed all the windows from the spacecraft. Then he removed all other detachable equipment. Even the spacecraft's roof was turned into a piece of fabric. This was done to reduce weight, so the spacecraft could fly farther. On day 560, the space station successfully reached the outer edge of Mars' orbit. Mark finished his last meal on Mars. He said goodbye to the rover. He put on his spacesuit. When he connected to his teammates' channel, he finally burst into tears of joy. Then the engines were ignited. Mark finally left Mars, but when the fuel ran out, Mark still failed to reach the target altitude, so the space station accelerated toward him. But they could not slow down in time, so they mixed sugar and detergent to make a bomb. They used it to blow open the airlock. This achieved the needed deceleration. The commander seized the moment and left the station. He finally saw Mark, but the safety tether was still too short, so Mark took a risk as well. He punctured his spacesuit. Using the thrust from escaping oxygen, he successfully saved himself.